time's the charm, because this is my third time trying to do this video because trains keep going by. Woo! Anywho, it's been a week, around a week, which is okay because that's what it's supposed to be. I was spoiling you with videos every couple of days. I had something to report then. This time I didn't. I seem to be going into a bit of a slump, and I don't want that. We can't have that. I'm not allowed. So, yeah. I haven't done a lot of reading. So, yeah. My life is pretty much uneventful again, because baseball and softball are officially done. So happy about that. The only bad thing about it is that I've become lazier and am not walking very much anymore. And I need to. So, I need to get my butt cracking on that one. So, yeah. Yeah. My daughter's last game was last week. It was the games that I had missed. Those ended up being her last ones. I missed them because I had to work. And I was very sad because I wanted to be there for her last game. But at least Daddy was there, so yeah. But, which normally he hasn't been there for her games because he's been working. So, it worked out. I mean, she at least had one of us there instead of none of us, like I was afraid it was going to end up happening. So, yeah. My son's last game was on Saturday. So that went awesome and ended eventfully with me getting stung by a bee. Yeah, and I'm allergic to bees. I'm not the if I get stung, I'm immediately in trouble of dying allergic. I'm more of the I get stung, I swell up like a balloon. Loud trucks, but I get stung, I swell up like a balloon, and I get really sick. And I almost did make a trip to the ER because I got sicker than I normally have in the past. So, I got stung in the back of the knee, so I never even saw it coming. And my knee, of course, swelled up. And then it's worked its way up and down the rest of my leg, which is normal. And then I got nauseous, which is normal. But then I got lightheaded. Like, to the point I thought I was going to pass out. And then I started throwing up. I've never done that before. That's never happened to me. So I started to freak out. And this was after, because my mother-in-law was there too, and she had an Allegra with her, which I took immediately, and then they had a frozen bottle of water there that I was able to ice the sting area with. I still swelled up. I still got sick. It was awful. I actually really was scared that I might die because I've just never had that bad of a reaction before. So, yeah. But the only reason I didn't go to the ER was because I wasn't having any troubles breathing whatsoever. I was just really, really sick. So after I was done throwing up, I took some Benadryl, I laid down, and I went to sleep because my mother-in-law was taking the kids after the game anyway. So that was lucky. So yeah, they took the kids for a while. They kept them for like pretty much all day because Michael didn't go to get them until after 6, which is when I woke up. So I was asleep from like 11 o'clock to after 6. So when I woke up, I felt a little bit better. I was still feeling really nauseous, But the swelling had started going down, so I wasn't freaking out or anything. It's normal for me to feel sick for a couple of days. So, yeah. Uh, so I stayed up for a little bit and watched TV because I wasn't tired since I had slept all day. So I went to bed very late. However, I did actually go up to bed early. It was like 10 o'clock. I went up to bed. But I stayed up there and I watched some TV and eventually went to sleep. I woke up in the morning. I felt a lot better. I had felt bad because I ended up having to call off work on Saturday because there was just no way I was going to be able to get through work. So I ended up having to call off, and it left two new girls working together. So that was potentially problematic, but I think it went all right. The coolers weren't the best, but I think it could have been worse. So yeah, but it got taken care of. Everybody made it through. I felt horrible because I called off, but they were more concerned that I was feeling better than, you know, me being at work Saturday or not. So, but I did go to work on Sunday, and I made it through just fine. I was still kind of feeling not exactly nauseous, but I was feeling off. I still wasn't feeling the best. But I made it through work just fine. And I had yesterday off because I was supposed to babysit, and that I didn't end up having to. So I ended up having the day to myself yesterday. Well, with my kids, of course. But so we decided to make a day with Grandma Wirt yesterday. So we went over there. It was like after 2 o'clock, and my mom and I, we watched one of the Star Wars movies. She hadn't seen them yet, so we watched that together. And then we had dinner, and then I brought the kids home. And they went to bed because they have swim lessons, which they're at right now. So that's my weekend. And through all of that, I really haven't read a whole lot, which I feel bad. So the only reason I'm recording is because it is the 28th of June, and I do have a bit of a book haul. Because I was naughty. Again. What can you do? I don't know what I'm going to do with myself. I've got to stop. There are a few books coming up that I do want to get, and I will set money aside for those, but I gotta stop buying books. And I have. I had to go through my past videos to remember which books that I had bought this month, because it has been a couple of weeks since I bought a book. So I'm good. My self-control is back. So yeah. But anywho, so the books that I am still working on reading is Eye of the World by Robert Jordan and Heir of Fire by Sarah J. Maas. So these are the books I'm still currently reading. I've been reading this one more than this one. I don't understand why. Everybody's getting on my case about it, and I'm just like, I don't know what to do, because I really want to read this. This is what I want to read right now. I want to read this, I just don't want to read it right now. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I mean, I'm still picking it up and reading a few pages here and there. Because I'm almost to chapter 5 on this. So And then one of my friends came to my rescue and he's like, it did take me 3 years just to get to chapter 5. I'm like, good, you understand my pain. It's like, but he was busy for other reasons because he read this back when he was in high school. So, yeah. I don't know. I still want to read this. I just don't want to read it right now. And one comment they had said last week was they feel like that I am just reading this to appease them. I'm like, right now, kind of, yes. I want to read it, but I don't really want to read it right now. But I need to get it read because it's not my book. I think what I need to do is maybe I just need to start buying this series for myself, and then I can just read it whenever I want. So, yeah, because lately, with me still trying to get out of a slump, this is not the book I need to be reading right now. This is the book I need to be reading right now. So, yeah. I don't know what I'm going to do. So, I'm like 100 pages into this one. So, yeah. And I'm only 40 pages into this one. So, I think I'm almost to chapter 5. I should be almost to chapter 5. There's the end of this chapter. Yep, I'm almost to chapter 5, so I just... Oh, goodness. I need to get through it. But, alright. That's all I got on that. So, we'll just go into the books that I bought this month. Earlier this month, I should say. Because I haven't bought books the last couple of weeks. Yay, me! Trying to be a good girl, and you can see me trying. Anywho. The latest book that I had bought, I know this was the last book I bought. I did buy The Martian by Andy Weir. Oh! I dropped it. My God. Sorry, baby. I did buy The Martian by Andy Weir. This was the book, one of the books that I had borrowed from the library and was halfway through it before I had to return it. I went ahead and bought a copy because my cheap bookstore had a copy of it for $6. So I went ahead and grabbed it. Yeah. So I was loving this book before I had to return it. So no regrets at all in buying it. So, yep. I got my bookmark in where I left off. And this is the exact same copy that I had borrowed from the library. So it was easy to keep track of where I was in the book. So, plus I leave myself notes. For situations of, me only getting halfway through a book before I have to return it. So, yeah, I've got this, and I do plan on finishing it soon. So, yeah. And then, I don't remember exactly when I bought this one, but I know I bought it before The Martian and after the other books. It's, A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. I do have the ebook of this, but I like physical copies more than ebooks. So, because I like, the way books look on a shelf. Plus, it's like I'm rescuing trees. So, yeah. It's just an excuse. But I did buy the physical copy. I did not put a bookmark in it because I had started it on the ebook. But it's beautiful book. And I am enjoying what I had started. I'm not very far into it, but because I haven't been reading it lately. But yeah, I am enjoying this book. I know that, and this is just a beautiful hard copy. Um, yeah, it's like, look at it naked, so pretty. But yes, I do love it, and I've heard great things about this book. So I definitely don't feel bad in buying a physical copy, especially since it was hardback. And I think I got this for like $12. Yeah, I mean it's normally what, 20? Something like that? Yeah, 19. So yeah, I don't feel bad at all for buying the physical copy. I do plan, one of the books that I do plan on getting is the second book, A Court of Mists and Fury. So I do plan on getting that. That was one of the books on my to get list. So as soon as I find a copy, because so far my cheap bookstore has not had the second book. I'm like, what is taking you so long? Ah! But I wonder if they don't have it yet because it's more of a more popular item. So, and I think those books, they don't get in until later. So, I'm keeping an eye out because as soon as I see a copy, I'm going to pick it up. But I may end up having to go to Barnes and Noble to get the second book. So that's going to eat up more of my money, but it'll be worth it. I've heard amazing things about it. I'm liking this book, and I hear that the second book is even better. So yeah, I won't regret it at all, no matter where I have to buy it. So, but yeah, I got that. And then the first thing I got at the beginning of this month, which you guys have already seen pretty much all of these. I think The Martian was the only one you guys haven't seen yet. But I got the Percy Jackson set, which I've heard nothing but good things about it. I do enjoy the movies. I don't know if that's a popular opinion or not, because most of the time the movies are nowhere near as good as the books. But because I watched the movies without reading the books, I liked the movies. So now I've got the whole set to read. And this is normally like a $35 set, and I got this for $20. So that was a very good deal. I got 5 books for $20. You can't beat that. Not at all. So, yeah. So that is my book haul. So, yeah. It's really all I got for you. I'm going to stop rambling now because I've already rambled enough at the beginning. Although it does look like it's going to storm, and that's why my lighting keeps shifting, is because I'm going mostly off of natural light. And it does look like it's going to storm, even though there's nothing on the radar, so pop-ups. We get a lot of those around here, so I shouldn't be surprised. But that's all I got for you. So I will talk to you later. Thanks for watching. Bye.